Hello there, and welcome back to my little escapade of trying to kill Infernum Primordial Wyrm as early as possible. The wall of flesh is dead, so that means it's time to re-explore the world. Our hard mode begins fairly run-of-the-mill, where we head down to the evil biomes to farm souls for accessory upgrades and tier 1 ore for weapons and armor. I kinda made a half-hearted effort to switch to melee for the start, since I did get the aftershock from my very first Earth Elemental. Rest in peace. Ah, the fairy boots. A rare instance of Calamity boosting a vanilla item beyond all logical reason. Welcome home, old friend. Never used this before, so let's multiclass a little for once in my life. With basic upgrades complete, I head to the jungle to locate the Vernal Pass and Temple. For anyone who doesn't know, the Temple and Vernal Pass will always generate on the same X coordinates, meaning if you find one, the other quickly follows. Seems like the world generation was extra kind to us today, which I'm surprisingly used to in the jungle from previous playthroughs. One time I even had the shimmer next to all of this stuff. I think we can all agree that the pass is the best jungle housing area, but this time I quickly backtracked and moved the siblings here instead, to maintain quick access to the jungle surface via the tree. Don't worry, this time I wasn't blind and found the abomination immediately. Also, this is the only time I'll use Life Fruit immediately, since I otherwise like to stick to vanilla and wait until post-mechs for it. But this is no ordinary playthrough, as we know. Sticking to my plan of upgrading every class, I scoured the underground corruption for clingers, aiming to get the cursed dagger. With the underground work done, for now, I decided to start farming pixies to switch to fairy wings, but a sandstorm seemed to have other plans for me. Thinking instead I could get some quick weapon upgrades, I tried Giant Clam again. But to say that an optimized true melee in water physics with no mobility is good here against the buffed Hardmode version? That would be just as true as saying I could no-hit Arid pre-boss 10 times in a row. Freaking impossible to drain this place is rich. Speaking of Yared, I decided to finally finish removing the arena from the void, which was an experience with all the bobbit worms spawning on the platforms. And while I was in the area, I tried tackling our first Hardmode boss. Reaper Shark? Really showed him. Anyway, Blood Moon time. Thanks to Fargo's Mutant, I got a special drop in the jungle which I can use to perform what must be the biggest skip in the game. Pre-Queen Slime, Diva Slime. Yeah, the jungle mimic drops a bunch of weird stuff. Speaking of Queen Slime, time for our actual first hard mode boss. Ah, I miss when you could stand dead still for this attack. Time for a lethal dosage potassium injection. Also, bananas are the best when they're just a little bit unripe. Unless you're putting it in ice cream with other berries, then they should be fully ripe. Wait, what were we talking about? Well, back to farming pixies, I guess. Just a casual 6-phased boss to start hard mode. Surely everyone else has the same amount of phases, right? Right? Right, guys? With Cryogen dead, I decided it's time to return to what got us here, Rogue. So I farmed Cryogen for a bit more to make the Kelvin Catalyst and make Titan hard armor. The game really tried to make me cheese and use the coin gun for this run, huh? Yes, it's naturally the best option for Ranger for this experiment by far, but if you actually do use it, I'm judging you. After a few side quests, we finally have our fairy rings, allowing us to move on and tackle our first mech, the twins. Pay attention students, Harry class is in session. Yeah, I don't have the arena for Spasmodizations to sacrifice. With the twins defeated, we unlock tier 2 ore, allowing us to make a new anvil, unlocking important upgrades. I, honest to god, like the default dash over this deep diver garbage, so it's immediately getting replaced by the evasion scarf. Time for the tanky prehistoric shell. Our most immediate issue with Yared right now is our lack of good movement, specifically any options which don't force us to sacrifice all our damage output, so we march onward in search of any feasible options. Before heading to the crags, I finally remembered to buy the buff candles. Grimmy is not really worth talking about, so if you want to see an actually interesting version of this fight, check out my Ruins of Asaphir video. After the mini-boss break, I went over to the ocean to collect shark fins to make the seafood, but someone else decided to show up and test my limits, consequence of me invoking a blood moon. Despite an arena, and while I could have probably beaten him eventually, Levi's massive hitbox makes dodging her dashes very difficult for now, so I swallowed my pride and moved on to the destroyer. And this time I immediately remembered that I'm bad at this fight, so I expanded my arena to not repeat my wall of flesh failures. Obligatory through melee testing. It did nothing, so I finally went out and fished for some long overdue potion upgrades. But cheers to you purists watching. I actually craft potions from here now instead of just lazily buying 30 stacks. Still a 30 stack though. Infernum makes it so the probes dislodge reactively when the destroyer takes damage, so we really gotta pick and choose when to strike to not make attacks like the laser bars that much harder. But again, this basically only matters if you take damage, something Mastermode is happy to provide. Destroyer down, tier 3 ore unlocked. In addition, our tier 3 unlock enables us to finally mine cryonic ore, which I used to make the ornate shield, finally giving us a good ram dash. Continuing the trend of doing things I would not normally do, I head to the temple and hoik inside. Why? Well, I don't feel like trying my luck on the time skip for an eclipse, so I just get the solar tablet now rather than later, because I really want all available items as early as humanly possible for this. I maintain that the Cursed Dagger is the best rogue crowd control at this stage of the game. Obvious, I know. We are of course farming for vampires, hoping to break off their wings and also get the Bat Hook, a vanilla item that Calamity deemed so overpowered it had to be moved out of goodie bags and into the solar eclipse to make it balanced. After that, I was starting to run out of red wine for healing, so I headed over to the Astral Biome to collect a bunch of Starblight soot. Little did I know at the time that this would be my only playthrough I got to try red wine healing at all. All in a good night's work. With our movement and healing, it's time to finish off the final mech. Yeah, this guy is miles easier than the other two. Man's not even got a DSP no more. Time to finally put those shark fins to use. It's really amazing how Master Mode Scourge has under 200k HP while Legendary gives him over 500,000. With Aquatic Scourge dead, the Acid Storm evolves, unlocking new enemies and granting new drops. More importantly, killing the last mech unlocks Tier 2 Old One's army. Since I want to actually keep the dagger for crowd control, I go collect another one to make the Spear of Destiny, which will serve as our primary weapon to finish off early hard mode. Next up, Forgotten Shadow of Calamitas. Yeah, Featherfall was really hindering me during the Brothers here, which is a nice way of saying I am bad at this phase. Time for another, long overdue, arena expansion. Fun fact about me. I am a sucker for world building, so I always normally fight the normal clone first before the shadow version, which I then go down in the crags for the Devil Wish. Just small things to really sell the lore idea of a trapped clone come alive that much more. Also, this B-side mix is hell underrated in my opinion. I wish more people would use it. Calamitas unlocks Solar Veil from the Eclipse, allowing us to make a multitude of rogue upgrades. Plantera time, and being a purist when it comes to world structures, I always fight her in the past as intended, which always ends up making the fight that much harder. Ringing any bells? Thankfully, the Blossom Sanctuary comes in clutch with a naturally generated arena extension. I honestly don't remember now why I went to the Abyss just to die to a Colossal Squid, but whatever. I love the pass, but I have no love for these rope bridges though, to hell with these. Sometimes I wish there was an item like the Critter Companionship book, where it disables rope grabbing. Mid-human be damned. I have never been good at this Infernum fight, but my excess amount of throwing was also not helping. A despawn. There's the sherry atop of my cake of ineptitude. Make good arenas, kids. It'll save you from both a headache and unnecessary frustration. That's all for now. See you on the next episode, where we're finally gonna start making some real progress towards our mission.